You can drive all year and still stay broke. You have the same hours, the same job, the same industry. So why are some drivers making good money and others are barely getting by? Because it's not just about how much you drive, it's about how you think about what you're doing. If you made it through the past few months in trucking, this is where things start to change. This is where you start to focus on earning and not just learning. You still need to learn, but you have to get more focus on your earning side and your tracking of everything side. And most drivers don't make that shift. They just stay in the same old all the time, and that's why they stay broke. So today I'm going to break down how you can fix that and fix it early, hopefully, so you can start earning more money. Here's the biggest lie that most drivers think. If I drive more, I'm going to make more. Sounds good, right? But it's not that simple. Because not all the miles are the same, not all the loads are equal, not all your time is going to be productive. Say you have a load that goes 500 miles and you're running 500 miles up Interstate 95 from Florida going north. And then you could get a load that's running, out west, say from Texas to Arizona, however far it would be. You're going to make better time going on the wide open roads. So that's part of your planning and part of your understanding. You have to start understanding the areas you're working in and the places you're picking up and all of that kind of good stuff. Because most drivers, they think, what load did I get? What am I told to do? And I'll just run this and move on. That's thinking like an employee. Whether you're an employee or not, that is the wrong thinking in the trucking industry. If you're with a forced dispatch company, I get it. You have to go where they tell you to go or you don't have a job. But if you're with a forced dispatch company that will not work with you and you cannot get with, say, your driver manager or dispatch or whoever you talk to and be like, look, I run not so good loads for quite a while. I need some good runs so I can make money. If you're running 300 or 400 mile trips every day, you're not making any money. You need to get 550, 600 mile runs that you can do daily. If you can do that many miles a day, especially if you're getting paid by the mile, that's what you need to do, is get the higher mileage pay that you can run per day. I think about my money as what I make per day, not what I make per mile. What can I make per day? You have to break it down somehow. And I don't average out my money weekly or daily even. Yesterday I made 600 and today I made 200. I don't do that. I go monthly calendar on this, and then compare month to month to month. You may have a bad week. You're going to have bad weeks. That's just how it is. But you got to learn to average it out and what you need to make it work per month at least, and be tracking your numbers. Because if you're not tracking your numbers, where you're going and what you're making and how much time you're sitting at places and all of that kind of good stuff, it's going to be near impossible for you to make money in this industry if you do not track your numbers and don't track where you're going as far as your pickups, your deliveries. Is this place harder to get loaded at? Does it take longer? Whenever I run this load and drop it off to this other place, they're going to take it off quickly? Whenever you get unloaded, is that a place where you have to sit and wait a long time to get your next reload? Those places, you don't want to go to them all the time. It's a give and take. The company, you have to give and take with your company. They need stuff ran and you need to make money. You don't need to junk all the time. Plain and simple. You don't need to garbage all the time. I will take some loads I don't want to do sometimes, and I'm able to pick my own loads because I know it's a give and take world, and especially industry. But you don't always have to take the crap, especially if you're a force dispatch company. I get it. I really do. Not everyone can pick their loads, but you can talk to your higher ups and get things changed. And after a few months, if that's not going to where you can make money there, then you need to think about the company you're at. I'm not telling you to quit within a month or 2 or 3 or anything like that. I'm telling you to look at your company and see if they're actually the right fit for you. And if you can talk to the higher ups and get some things changed so it can work better for you. Don't just bounce just because you have a bad week or even a bad month. I've had bad months at this company, but I'm here. I'm pushing forward, and I've worked for these people for a while. But track everything. Tracking, because if you're tracking everything, you have some information to come at them with. So here's an example of a bad trip. Say you get a load that runs 2,500 miles. You run it out and you're done, but then you sit there a day or 2 days to get a reload. You went to a really bad area. You need to avoid those areas, and if you're tracking everything, you can. If you go there once, be sure to write it down. Make you a list of the places you do and don't need to go. Make you a list of the cities that you don't want to run through as often. We're going to have to go through areas we don't want to. I still do. It's part of the industry. It's just how it is. The key to this job, the huge key to this job is time. And if you're sitting whenever you could be rolling down the road, you're not making any money. And time is money in this industry. Time is money in a lot of industries. So you've got to plan for it. Plan a lot for it. If you're planning, like I said, the bad location is no freight. Your bad load gets you to bad location, gets you to no freight, gets you to lost time, gets you to lost money. You have to think about all of this stuff. It's just a continuous wheel of what you have to think about, what you have to track. You're not getting paid by the hour. So, like I said, if you're losing time, you're losing money. I mean, there's a few drivers, local drivers, that may be getting paid by the hour, but for the most part, if you're over the road or regional, you're either getting paid mileage or percentage base or something like that. So you have to really track your downtime, because the downtime is just it's gonna kill you. You don't want any downtime any more than necessary. We have to take downtime, and we need days off and all of this stuff, because this lovely logbook, it tells us what to do, when to do, and all of this stuff, and we have to go by the regulations, and that's life. It's just how it is in this industry. But all of this to say, basically, most drivers that stay stuck don't earn anything. You don't track anything. If you're not tracking stuff like you should be, you're not going to be earning like you should. You don't review. As you're writing this down, go back a month or two and review things. If you don't review stuff, you don't know where you were at to compare to where you are now. So you have to constantly be looking at this. Don't let it drive you crazy, but look at it. And don't repeat the same mistakes over and over. If you're constantly repeating the same stuff over and over that didn't make you money last time, why do you think it's going to make you money this time? Don't keep repeating that. Now, once you understand this, that's when you start making smarter, long-term decisions. Am I working at the right place? Where am I going to work? Am I going to stay here? Am I going to go somewhere else? What direction in trucking am I going to go? Am I going to go over the road? Am I going to go regional? Am I going to go local? That's the things that you can start thinking about. And in the next video, I'm going to break that down, what you need to look at as far as in life and in the trucking industry that you need to think about to help you decide on that. And honestly, this is where it gets real, because when you start looking at your actual load decisions, your real numbers, your real situations, that's what's going to separate average drivers or just get by drivers from the drivers that actually make money and make this a really good career. And that's what I'm going deeper into in my members page, that I'm just started adding videos on a continuous basis to help you learn and help you grow as a driver. And if you want to make more in trucking, it's not about driving hard. It's about thinking smarter. Hey, if this video helped you, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, share this, like this, hit the little hype button. That would be great. And I'm breaking this whole journey down step by step. Add a comment below, if you don't mind. What's your biggest struggle with making money in trucking right now? I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.